Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Tribune News on Q, your go-to afternoon news source only here at Daily Tribune. We are live on Daily Tribune's Facebook page, Tribune Now on YouTube, and at Daily Tribune Official on TikTok. I am VA Angeles bringing you today's top stories. Let's move on to today's headlines. At the Senate Blue Ribbon probe, former DPWH Undersecretary Roberto Bernardo implicated several lawmakers in alleged flood control project kickbacks. In his affidavit, Bernardo claimed delivering 160 million pesos to businessman Maynard Ngu for Senator Cheese Escudero, 37 million pesos to Senator Nancy Binay, and 125 million pesos for Senator Bong Revilla. He also tagged Representative Zaldico and DepEd Undersecretary Chigiv Olivar in separate schemes involving multi-million peso commissions. Bernardo, now under DOJ evaluation for witness protection, faces NBA charges as the inquiry into ghost projects deepens. At the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee, two Department of Public Works and Highways drivers admitted transporting multiple suitcases allegedly filled with cash tied to flood control projects. Driver Andre Balatbat said he delivered 6 to 8 suitcases to a house in Valle Verde, while Christian Santiago testified to 7 trips at the Fairview gas station, each involving 8 to 10 suitcases. Former District Engineer Henry Alcantara revealed each case could hold 30 to 40 million pesos, sometimes even 50 million pesos. Senators are probing whether these were kickbacks for public officials.
Your Honor, bali ako po, isang beses lang po ako nakapag-deliver doon.
Gaano karami po yon? Kung inyo po natatandaan, ilang maleta, ilang sako yung deliver po ninyong pera?
Your Honor, sa pagkakatanda ko po, mga nasa 6 to 8 na maleta po.
6 to 8 na maleta. Alam niyo po ba kung magkano halaga noon? Di ba kayo sinabihan kung magkano?
Wala po kaming idea.
Saan po dinala? Pero alam po ninyo na pera po laman ng maleta po na yon.
Hindi po kinonfirm na pera, so wala po kaming idea.
Okay. Saan niyo po dineliver yung mga maleta na yon?
Nung nasama po ako doon, Your Honor, sa Valle Verde po.
Ito po ba yung bahay ni ni Congressman ako sa Valle Verde 6?
Bahay po siya pero hindi ko po alam kung kay Senate.
Sino po ang sumalubong po sa inyo doon?
Mga tauhan po yung nandun, Your Honor.
Justice Secretary Jesus Crispin Remulla confirmed that former DPWH Undersecretary Roberto Bernardo is now a protected witness and will be given security. Remulla and Bernardo went straight to the Department of Justice after Thursday's Senate hearing on anomalous flood control projects, where Bernardo implicated Senators Cheese Escudero, Nancy Binay, Bong Revilla, and Representative Zaldico in alleged kickbacks. The DOJ will evaluate his testimony for inclusion in the Witness Protection Program. Other contractors and ex-DPWH officials have also been granted protected witness status. Let's watch this video.
And his willingness to disclose all other details about the transactions that happened under his watch. May I respectfully ask the committee to allow the DOJ to have an evaluation of Mr. Bernardo immediately. This matter has to be done because of the gravity of the situation and the fact that we may have to really work overtime on legal matters that are needed or necessary legal matters so that we can preserve the monies and other things that are involved in this discussion.
Cheese Escudero strongly rejected allegations by former DPWH Undersecretary Roberto Bernardo linking him to irregular flood control projects. Escudero called the claims a well-orchestrated attempt to discredit the Senate, stressing Bernardo admitted they never had direct contact. He questioned why lawmakers like Representative Martin Romualdez were not mentioned, saying the testimony unfairly singled out senators. Escudero vowed legal action, citing his clean 27-year record in public service. Bernardo earlier alleged delivering 160 million pesos through businessman Maynard Ngu supposedly on Escudero's behalf. Former DPWH Assistant District Engineer Bryce Hernandez denied his lawyer's earlier claim that 6 senators were implicated. Senate President Tito Soto questioned why only senators were being named, calling the allegations one-sided. Hernandez clarified that data from his computer pointed not to senators but to congressmen allegedly involved. Pressed by Soto, Hernandez confirmed that list contained lawmakers from the House of Representatives, effectively retracting the earlier statement tying senators to the corruption scheme. Trade Secretary Cristina Roque has formally assumed the chairmanship of the ASEAN Economic Ministers, taking over from Malaysia during a handover ceremony in Kuala Lumpur. As ASEAN chair for 2026, Roque pledged to transform the ASEAN Community Vision 2045 into concrete opportunities focusing on jobs, innovation, and inclusive growth. She assured members of the Philippines' commitment to strengthening regional bonds and cooperation. The ministers also discussed deeper integration with partners including the US, EU, China, and Japan. President Marcos is set to attend the ASEAN chairmanship turnover this October. The Philippine Stock Exchange Index fell 59 points to close at 6,049 by midday, slipping nearly 1% as property and mining stocks weighed on the market. All shares also declined, down 24 points to 36.57. Sectoral losses were led by mining and oil, down 2%, and property dropping over 2%. Holding firms also slid 1.5%. Among most active stocks, BDO shed 2.2%, SM dropped 1.2%, while Ayala Land fell 3%. Bright spots included PX and Plus, both posting gains. Poland's volleyball star Wilfredo Leon is hungry for his first FIVB Men's World Championship gold as his team faces Italy in the semifinals. Leon, who missed Poland's 2022 campaign due to injury, scored 13 points in their straight-set win over Turkey. The Cuban-born outside spiker, naturalized in 2015, has already won a National League crown and Olympic silver with Poland. He says redemption fuels his drive, calling Italy one of their biggest opponents in the high-stakes semifinal showdown. Filipino-American singer Jessica Sanchez was crowned champion of America's Got Talent Season 20 on Wednesday night. 9 months pregnant, Sanchez wowed the judges and audiences with her rendition of Bruno Mars and Lady Gaga's Die with a Smile, earning a standing ovation. Sanchez first competed in AGT's debut season in 2006 at just 10 years old, but didn't reach the finals. 19 years later, she returned and earned the Golden Buzzer and claimed victory. On September 25, 1972, Japan was officially admitted as the 135th member of the United Nations. Restoring its international status after World War II, initially barred due to its Axis role, Tokyo's membership was delayed by Cold War tensions between the US and the Soviet Union. By the 1970s, Japan had transformed into a global economic powerhouse guided by a pacifist constitution and strong US ties. UN membership allowed Japan to expand diplomacy, peacekeeping, and humanitarian contributions worldwide. That's all for now. Join us again at 4:30 for more updates. Once again, I am VA Angeles and this has been Tribune News on Q.